Behind every young child who believes in herself or himself, there is a parent who believed first. Today's Talking Diaries is with a little twist that NWS brings for you. It's about celebrating parenthood and the parents' journey with their children at our school in Healthy Planet and at Nehru World School. To all the viewers who are watching us, a hearty welcome to the show. I have with me three panelists who are not students this time, but parents of our dear students at school. I'm privileged to welcome the three parents to you.
Hello everyone. My association with NWS has been for 4 years now. I have both my kids studying in NWS. My elder one is Athar Singhal, who is now in grade 2 and has been associated with NWS since nursery. And seeing his development, we were so sure that we directly put our little one since pre nursery itself in Nehru World School. She is Ditya Singhal, and now she's
Thank
in
you,
nursery.
Nisha ma'am. Thank you so much, Nisha ma'am. Welcome to the show. Next, we
Thank you.
have with us Kanika ma'am.
Hello everyone. I have a daughter Inaya, and she's studying in Nursery Purple at NWS. And my association with NWS has been for like 3 years now. Ever since she was 2 years old. I mean, she was an infant, I would call. And we were like, we wanted to search for a good school, a play school rather, that we could send her there and where she could be nurtured, she could be taught basic activity, she could be included in everything that's going around in that class. So there was no thinking about, there was no second thought of where I could put my child to. So we directly had gone to NWS Play School, and now she's in nursery. So the developmental growth that I see in her, the skill buildings and everything is absolutely fabulous, and it's totally I'm very happy to see my daughter grow like that. So thanks to NWS for this.
Thank you so much, Kanika ma'am. Next, we have with us Achal ma'am. Welcome to the show, ma'am.
Hello everyone. Thank you so much, Parul ma'am. Hi, I'm Achal Loya, mother of Ahana Loya, and have been associated with NWS since the last 2 years. Ahana was admitted in pre-nursery itself, so we've been a part of the group since then. So I can say that her formative years have just started, and thanks to you, thanks to NWS, that she's been here, and I can see her growth very well. I can see her growing very well.
Great. That's good to hear, ma'am. So while we are all on the same page, we all belong to the same fraternity, which is Healthy Planet and NWS. There is really a common thread that brings you all together. And that is that you all had your children with us. We had your children at school in pre nursery, and now they have moved on to nursery. So, our essential conversation today is about your journey and your child's journey at school with us from pre nursery to the nursery classroom. So, I know for sure that while Inaya was with us in the playgroup for Ahana and Ditya both, pre nursery was their first classroom, and that too just through the screen of a laptop to begin with. So, if I may ask, and I'll begin with Nisha ma'am, what do you think was the highlight for Ditya when she joined the school in pre nursery?
Uh, when Ditya joined pre nursery, obviously the child joining in pre nursery is very small. And when you don't have a physical connection with teachers, it becomes even more difficult. So, I believe the way teachers of NWS handled the students, and uh, the thing that parents were also skeptical about this concept of online learning for such young kids. So I believe that went very well, and that only increased our confidence in NWS. So the way teachers handled the kids, or the way they were so patient with the kids because they were not ready to sit in the class. For them, it was like a video going on. They were not able to understand that there is actually a person behind the screen who is talking to them. So the teachers really helped with that, and that is really commendable for me.
So I agree. While parents did give us feedback that children feel it's a video running on YouTube or one of their favorite rhymes, but this time around there is an adult who's talking. Um, but they were excited to eventually see some classmates. So I think the classmates for me was the highlight for them right at the beginning. What about you, Anchal ma'am? What for Ahana would be the highlight from her pre-nursery classroom?
Ma'am, I think highlight was were the activities, the physical things she got to do, be it the finger painting, be it making up of a garden, be it making up of a robot, or even a just small hanging snake. I mean, kids were happy with making even just a small snake. It was just a piece of paper, just a spiral thing, a string attached to it, but they were happy doing it. And again, then teachers were appreciating anything and everything. I mean, even if they would scribble, the teachers would appreciate, oh, wow, you've done a wonderful job. So I think that was a boost of confidence for the kids. And she was really happy whenever she would do something, even she would scribble, even she would draw a line, she would show it to everyone in the house. See, I've done this. And then gradually, when the things started to pace up, the even the teachers started giving a little complex jobs like, okay, now today we'll build up a garden, your mother will help, or your parents will help, or your grandparents would help. In case of Ahana, I can say for building up of a garden, her grandfather is more of a gardening person. So he was the one who helped. She would run to him every time. Dada, I want this. Dada, I want some pebbles. Can I take your flowers? Can I take your flowers? Or I think I want to make a pond. Dada, we'll make a pond for our garden also. I think all these physical things, getting in touch with, and I think teachers were very supportive that, okay, be it your parents, be it your grandparents, whoever can attend the class, they can do. In my case, I had some issues because I was expecting with my second one, and then we had him. So even that time, the support of the teachers, I think it was commendable. If even I was able to support Ahana or not, they were always there for me.
That's good to know, ma'am. And lucky are the children, fortunate are the children who get to spend quality time with their grandparents. And of course, grandparents and nature and children. Oh my God, it's a tremendous combination there.
I think it's the
Uh,
best combination.
Absolutely. I full on agree with you there. Ma'am, what about for Inaya? Because Inaya, out of the three children that are in focus right now, was clearly a part of the physical school in a playgroup classroom. And there comes a pre nursery when she doesn't go to a physical school and all she sees is school and ma'am through her laptop screen. So, what would be one thing that you would remember from her pre nursery class for her?
uh, as ma'am you rightly said that Inaya, like when she first, I still remember her first day at school, and she was this tiny, and she was just hanging her bag and off to play school. And Sarika ma'am greeted her. I was there for an hour or so. So that entire year, ma'am, it just passed on, very smoothly. That play school thing. I mean, I remember sitting with her just for a week or so, not even a week, and then she was all by herself, and the teachers, as in everybody, took care of her so well, and it was heartwarming for me to see all that. And suddenly then that pandemic came, and we were asked to attend those classes online, but Inaya in the beginning was reluctant, because for her, school was never laptop. For her, only YouTube was laptop. Her games were laptop. So for her, school was all about swings. School was all about, ma'am giving her her lunchbox. That was a fascination for the kids, and especially, we had that weekly planner that, okay, today you get this, today you have to bring this to your tiffin. So she was very excited, going to school because of these two reasons. I remember that school uniform. I don't. I mean, I hardly see children enjoying wearing their school uniform. But for Anaya, when she used to come back to her home, and we used to tell her grandmother, Dadi used to tell her, Anaya, chalo, let's change your clothes. No, no, I'll remain in my school uniform only. I absolutely love my school uniform. So for her, schooling was all about that. And suddenly switching on to online classes, she was not accepting it in the beginning. But then, I would not lie. I used to bribe her in the beginning. Okay, I'll give you this. sit for 10 minutes. I'll give you this, sit for half an hour. Ma'am is not saying you anything, Mama is also here, you sit here. But the way teachers took over, especially Radhika ma'am and Neha ma'am, they were their class teachers in pre-nursery. That was absolutely heartwarming to see. I mean, the way they taught everyone, I mean, the environment, not, I mean, even the virtual environment, it was so inclusive of everybody. That smaller groups, the entire class was broken down into smaller groups, and the attention that was given to each child. So no, I mean, as a parent, I felt that none of the child, would have left felt out. That okay, ma'am is not asking me, ma'am is not asking me, ma'am is not paying attention to me, and thanks to teachers, for making every student feel so inclusive of the class, even though it was online.
Great.
So, and gradually she got into that habit. Okay, now I have to attend my class through laptop. It's my online class. Like everybody's doing work from home, this is my work from home. She used to say this.
Right.
And she used to
That's
she
very
said that.
interesting. Work from home and class from home. That will be,
Yeah. So
I
for
think,
her, that is her
my
work from
takeaway.
home. And
Absolutely.
and this is Mama your laptop for work from home, and this is my laptop for work from home. So now she's
That's
enjoying
interesting.
it.
Great. So, ma'am, if I have to take out one takeaway from what you said, I think the slot-wise arrangement of the children would be your
Right.
key highlight there, because the children were in smaller groups. So the teacher could actually emphasize on each child's learning and bring about that personal differentiated learning element in the classroom. While Achal ma'am mentioned that the activities that were conducted were interesting for Ahana, and then she would talk about them. And Nisha ma'am mentioned how the child was made comfortable. So thank you for those. But if I have to name one key activity, like this was like the high point that you felt that, oh my God, this so my child has not mastered, but really, really, enjoyed. So what would that be? I'll begin with Kanika ma'am again.
So pattern making activities, be it with
Pattern.
fingers or be it with threads. I remember there was a segment where they were taught different artists and the kinds of paintings. Like every artist has its own unique style of painting. I mean, I remember Inaya doesn't even remember till date even a single name of the artist. I guarantee that. Even if you ask her now, she will not remember the artist. But she understands, okay, this is the painting and this was made like this is the technique used, and the patterns we drew in this painting, the kind of animals we drew in this painting. So that she thoroughly enjoyed. I mean, very much. She used to wait for that time to come, that when I used to tell her, okay, now is your painting activity, and she was like just thrill up that wow, now I'm doing my painting activity. That was a motivational, time of the class, I would say.
Great. So actually, remembering the name of the artist wasn't the intent. The intent was just indulging in the experience, and that was the essence of the activities that time. Great.
Yes.
Moving on to Nisha, ma'am. What, ma'am, do you think Ditya's favorite most activity would have been when she was in pre-nursery?
I would not say activity, ma'am. Rather, I would say there was a unit where they were asked for weather daily. They used to go out of the class and then see the weather and tell how is the weather. So I think that was really an exciting part for her. Till date, also, she daily gets up, looks at the sky. Oh, mama, it's sunny. Oh, it's cloudy. It's about to rain. So it looks great that something she has learned from pre-nursery and she's following till date. And not only that, when it's rain, she surely will say whether it's drizzling or pitter patter or it's raining cats and dogs. So it's not something that they have learned and forgotten. Moreover, I would like to say there were some terms being taught to them in pre-nursery rather. There were terms like hibernation. Truly speaking, when Radhika ma'am was explaining this term, I was like, will they actually understand what it is? But truly speaking, after 2 days, Ditya sat with her papa and said, Papa, do you know what is hibernation? And she actually explained it to him. And I was really surprised. That was a learning that we should not underestimate their power of learning.
Absolutely. I was just going to say that we just feel our 2-year-olds, oh, how much will they know? They know everything. They notice the minutest details. If the teacher is wearing something new, your child will be the first one to tell you that the teacher is wearing something new. They get into the intricacies so well. Thank you for that, ma'am. Ma'am, what about for Ahana? What would you term as her, like, Probably not an activity, but the favorite most part for most favorite.
Ma'am, actually, just before answering your question, I would like to second that yes, even the kids would notice even the minutest of details. I mean, I remember there was a time when Ahana talked to her teacher and she was saying, "Ma'am, why are your hairs open today? Did you have a head wash or something?" I mean, I was so surprised. Kids start noticing each and everything. So I think I don't know what if they would have been going to school, we wouldn't even know whatever they've been saying it to their teachers. Okay, now coming to the point, like Ahana, the favorite unit was I still remember it was Mini Beast, about the Mini Beast. I mean, that was a new term for me also. Even I didn't know that the insects are also called mini bees. So again, she was really happy with that. And even today in nursery class, whenever there's some phonic sound, we've been doing phonic sounds. The teachers have been showing us pictures. The first thing she notices is, "Mama, see mini bees. There's a ladybug. Mama, there's a spider." So I think that was a favorite unit which she remembers till date, and I think each and every mini she remembers the facts about it and everything, and she keeps recalling it. There is no day that she doesn't know. Even she sees a spider, she knows that how many legs does it have, how many antennae does it have. So they were thorough with it, and I think whatever time had been given to each unit, it was just perfect. I think neither more, because it would if it would have been more, they would have lost their interest. If it would have been less, they wouldn't have got anything.
So that's
So I think
actually
it was
valuable
just great.
feedback for us, that the timing of the unit or the duration, the periodicity of conducting these activities was favorable for you all. So that is good feedback for me. Thank you, ma'am. And I'll surely pass it on to the teachers as well. Uh, you mentioned that she still talks about, that she saw this and this is coming from her pre-nursery learning. So what aspect of learning do you feel, whichever area of the curriculum, that because the child did this in pre-nursery, the transition into a nursery classroom has been better or smoother? What aspect
Uh,
for Hana would that be?
Ma'am, I think pinpointing a particular aspect would be difficult, because at every point, every unit, every day there was something new to learn. And like we were talking about the paintings, now they know that yes, we did those paintings. So if they are doing something today, they can use their brain. Ki, yeah, Mama, we did it like that in the previous class. Now we can use that technique again. Then for the, I think there was one unit about toys. Now they know, Mama, this is a battery operated toy, we are going to do this. Now, Mama, this is a laptop, we have to charge it, this is the way it's put up to charge. Now this is a mechanical toy, this is the way we'll be doing. I think pinpointing a particular thing would be very difficult, because again, like the rhyming words, everything has been continued. A continued pattern, I think, always helps in learning, and that is which had been followed.
Great. Thank you, ma'am. Karika ma'am, for Inaya, if you were to mention one area of curriculum where you feel that her know-how of how it is to be done in a pre-nursery classroom has helped her now in nursery, would there be any area of the curriculum?
Ma'am, like Hannah's mother just like rightly said that pinpointing any one part of the thing would be really difficult. But yes, the early math skills through Numicon, that really helped in IAM. And that time, I was very skeptical as a mother that, oh my God, how would she learn Numicon through virtual classrooms? I mean, it's not that easy, because we as parents, we were never taught Numicon at our age, right? So even we did, and arranging those Numicon kits, making those Numicon shapes at home, that really helped her, because I used to make her sit and tell her, now you draw so many circles, and this is your one Numicon shape, this is your two Numicon shape, right? That thing I would really like to point out, that okay, that really helped her in nursery. That in pre-nursery she was not, very much answering those questions which ma'am had asked her related to the Numicon. But yeah, the difference was very much visible in her nursery class. And especially teachers focused on the fine motor skills for a child, that okay, holding of a crayon, just scribble on the paper or draw abstract patterns, whatever you want. They might not be sensible patterns, they might not be very much beautified, but draw any kind of patterns. They just, the intent was to develop their fine motor skills, that they could hold a pencil at least, so that in nursery, when the writing comes up to them, they would not be under so much of stress that, okay, I don't even know how to hold a pencil or a crayon. So that thing was one aspect. And the weather symbols. So the weather symbols is like a very generic thing, which would not even help them in nursery, but throughout the years, like these are all the elementary years. So now she's very much acquainted with okay, this is a sunny weather and cloudy weather. Once the sky was turning into orange color. So she, and we were on a drive, and she told me, Papa, let's go home now. It's about to rain. I said, Inaya, how do you know it's about to rain? Mama, the sky is orange color. I was like, okay. Even it took me a second to analyze that, okay, orange color she related to thunderstorm. So that is the beauty of what she learned in nursery class. Yeah.
Great. Thank you for that, ma'am. Um, Actually, there are some aspects of the curriculum or areas of our pedagogy that we really want to repeat, because repetition really works in these elementary years. And Weather Wonders is one of those units that, while they had done in pre-nursery, there is another level to it that they have conducted in nursery, or they are, they would be, you must have seen a little difference there. So it was at the base level for pre-nursery children, but at a more challenging level for the nurseries. Nisha ma'am, what about Ditya? I know Ditya is a, she's a good orator, so she likes to talk in the class. So any area of curriculum that you feel that she talks about as to how the transition for her, you feel, has been from pre-nursery to nursery, and if this was not given in a pre-nursery, do you think that she would have lacked anything?
Yes, ma'am, for sure. I love phonics, the way it is being taught in NWS. So that is one thing I love about NWS, because I have seen how that helped my elder one with that, and the same I have observed with Ditya also. Because in pre-nursery they were just given the intro of that, like they were not told about the sounds of each alphabet individually, but yes, they were told about the beginning sounds, like which kids themselves were identifying. Like if the teacher would show them a bat, so what is the beginning sound? The students could themselves identify that it's bat, or per paper, or per pencil. So now I feel that has really helped her, because now it's only been hardly been 3 months with nursery, and now she's able to blend her words. She can make her 3 letter words, 4 letter words. If I say make a word like cat, so she can herself say active cat. So I tried with 4 letter words also. Now she is able to make that also. So if she would not have been in pre-nursery, I would say till now she would have been taking time to understand the sounds itself. But because she was thorough with that in pre-nursery, so that has really helped her now.
So then it will
Also
be
the phone.
correct in saying, sorry, please go ahead, ma'am.
I would also say the Numicon thing. Similarly, in pre-nursery, they were shown Numicon shapes, and when the teacher used to ask them which Numicon shape is this, they used to count the number of holes in that. So now, but when the teacher shows them the Numicon shapes, they can instantly recognize the color and shape of that, and they don't need to actually count the number of holes now. And they can say that yes, it's 7 or it's 10, anything. So that has really helped.
I actually agree to. I agree with what you're saying, ma'am, because I've seen children holding the medicine strips in their hand, tablet strips, and saying that this is Numicon shape 6, because they can see 6 of those tablets there. So thank you for sharing that. Also, I feel what you are trying to say is the phonological awareness activities in pre-nursery kind of help the children in understanding short vowel sounds in a subtle manner, even though they were not taught them at that time, but it helped them in understanding that. So we've been talking about what the children enjoyed, but as parents, we've got some tremendous support from you all. This year, we were better prepared right at the beginning, so we could have provided you with some material, unicorn shapes or rods or some Play-Doh, etc. But last year we got, I mean, tremendous help from you all, because suddenly the pandemic struck us and the lockdown was announced, and the school could not send anything home. But apart from that, there would have been so many challenges. Yes, technology related challenges, internet glitches for sure. But what other challenge do you think the child faced in the classroom, and if it was overcome in any way by the teachers? I think Achal ma'am can begin this time.
Ma'am, I think the biggest challenge for the kids was to make them sit in front of the laptop and make them understand that yes, this is a class going on and you have to act in a certain way. I think the first idea of a class is the discipline. I mean, this is a school means discipline. This is the first thing we were taught. But I think for them, because online classes was the first thing they started with, so teaching them discipline was the biggest challenge. But I think teachers were very patient in handling the kids. In the starting, it was like, okay, ma'am, if the child is not answering, that's okay. That's completely understandable, ma'am. No need to force. Because as parents, we sometimes tend to force a few things on them. But still, the teachers were there to say, to tell us, to guide us, ma'am. No forcing won't help this time. So this is a certain way, there's a certain way we'll approach to it, and this is how kids will learn. So I think it was a gradual, a very smooth transition from starting of the online classes until the time we ended the class. I think the kids started enjoying their classes.
Thank you. So yes, I agree that since children were at home, they thought that if I'm sitting on the bed, it's really no school. Why should I be in a uniform? While Inaya would love to wear her uniform, I'm sure others wouldn't. But I think by now the children are very adept raising a hand or raising their virtual hand, waiting for their turn, for sure. Ma'am, if I may ask, what challenges did Inaya face inside the virtual classroom?
Ma'am, the personal warmth of the teacher, I would call, because like she was with Sarika ma'am, and I remember she used to cry for Sarika ma'am, even attending a week's class online. So, and she would really miss her personal warmth. That she would hold her hands and take her to the assembly, or make her eat her lunch, or to the playgrounds. So that thing, and then when I used to tell her, and I sit on the table and study, no, see, Mama is also working from home on a table chair. You will also work from home on a table chair. She used to, simply relax on the bed. She used to lie down in the beginning and say, no, now you can switch on the laptop or your phone. I said, no, I will not switch it on until you sit down properly. If you don't want to sit on a table chair, sit on the bed for some days. But you will not lie down and attend. So that time she really used to get cranky. When I am attending classes at home, I'll attend it the way I'm doing it now. I said, no, even if it's your home, you have to listen to what your teachers are saying, like you used to do it in school. And plus now, see, as we rightly said that, virtual is like a YouTube running for them. So Inaya wanted to pause it the moment she wanted it. She did not grasp the gravity of the thing, that it will end only when it has to. You are not liable to pause it in the middle. But according to her, in the beginning, if she was watching that class, so she will pause it the moment she wants to. So she took a while to understand that thing, and increase her attention span in that aspect. But she did gradually, because the teachers were so nurturing, even though they were doing it online. But yes, so thanks to teachers, special thanks to teachers for this.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, for Ditya, I know she has an advantage that Atharv is there at home and watch the elder sibling do a particular thing in a particular manner. Children tend to follow. So, do you think that bringing in that disciplinary element in her was a challenge, or I could actually see her using the unmute and mute button independently right in pre-nursery? So, any thoughts on how Ditya dealt with technology?
Ma'am, initially I would say it was not only difficult for kids but for the teachers and the parents as well. There were some situations where teacher didn't know what to do, why it is happening, because everything was new for teachers as well as the parents. So for kids, it will come the other way. So I think for Ditya, yes, because Athar was attending classes in front of her, So she was like, yes, Bhaiya is wearing uniform, so I'll also sit in the class wearing uniform only. So that way it was easier for her. But like the other mothers said, I would also agree to that after 10 minutes she was okay for the first 10 minutes while attending the class, and then she was like, अब मेरा हो गया, I'll attend it later. But because she was like, अच्छा ये तो बाद में भी चल जाएगा, फोन पे ही तो है. So making her understand that it's not that way, you have to sit and attend the class. So sometimes it became so difficult for us that we were really skeptical that whether we want to continue with the online classes or not. But again, I would say we had so much of support from NWS and the teachers. The teachers were like, okay ma'am, it's okay if they are not answering right now, you can record and send us the videos over WhatsApp so that we can understand their thoughts. So that really was helpful, because sometimes it happened that when the teacher was asking other kids, Ditya was replying, but the moment teacher asks her, she was not ready to say anything. So in that ways it was really helpful when the teachers agreed that yes, you can send the WhatsApp clipping and all. So it was really helpful.
Thank you, ma'am. I think one challenge that I personally saw in every classroom that I observed was that even though the children were divided into slots and there were fewer children in each slot attending the class, I could see that if I wanted to reply right now and my turn came after somebody else, my interest in replying was lost. So I think that is one reason why the teacher said, okay, just quickly record and send at least so the child's response doesn't go waste. We get to hear what the child said, because I know that the teacher could also ask one child at a time, and the first virtual hand that was raised was asked to reply or to respond to a question. So by the time the child's turn would come, the child would not be willing to answer. Oh no, ma'am did not ask me, now I don't want to answer. And absolutely right, because they are just 2 and 3 year olds. They were 2 and 3 year olds that time, and a 2 year old means attention span of only 3 minutes. 3 minutes also at the maximum limit, I'm saying. So no fault of theirs there at all. While I feel that last year was a learning experience for all of us, I mean, for us in the first place, and then passing it on to the children, teachers, parents, we were all trying to learn every step. We somehow feel we are in control of a few things this year, but there is tremendous learning happening for us every day. And going on to that, I would actually want to know if there is any way forward for these children in a nursery. So you've seen the battles that you actually fought in a pre-nursery with your children, and of course, we don't want to make it cumbersome for anybody. But any thoughts on a way forward for what we could incorporate in our classes? I can begin with Kanika, ma'am.
Ma'am, see, whatever is happening as of now, currently, with respect to theoretical curriculum, so that is all going very great. I mean, the homeworks that we are getting is all up to the mark. I mean, the child is doing that, is comfortable doing that amount of homework. Uh, I mean, like one suggestion, like if we, like if normally practice worksheets, if it can be increased, because see, attending the 3 hours classroom sessions, practicing there, and then attending 1 hour of online training classes, so obviously the amount of learning, it decreases somehow, right? I mean, so if we could get some more practice worksheets, I mean, not necessarily a homework kind of a thing, but generally a worksheet kind of a thing, or some way that we can make them practice at home, because teachers are doing their best, whatever they can during a 1 hour class. But the rest 2 hours, we as parents need to cover up at home.
Sure. So some rigor that you require at home, if there could be some support with that.
Yes, I mean, some, or if we could be guided at how to, prepare them, or how to, let them do those kind of things at home. We are doing
Sure.
according to our understanding, but of course, teachers have their own way of letting kids do certain things, and which
Right.
have a greater impact of what we could do at home.
So actually, we do try and incorporate all areas of curriculum, whether it's reading, it's IUIC, Numicon, of course, phonological awareness in a pre-nursery, and now Jolly Phonics, and bringing in those elements of music, dance, and yoga. for our children. But there is some scope of improvement all the time, and our endeavor is really to bring the best for our children. Achal ma'am, what would be one thing that you would want to actually guide us as a mother who's been with us for 2 years, almost 2 years, and that could really help your child? And yes, keeping in mind that everything will be online this year.
Ma'am, I think this online thing have already got us terrified when it all started. But now we've got the hang of it, and even the kids have got the hang of it. So now it has made things a little better, even for them to understand that this is the way of conduction which we have to go through. This is the code of conduct, I can call it. So I think one thing which I would like to improve at curriculum wise, it's been all fine. I think just about the poems or some recitation part, because as you said, some kids are great orators. I think just to improve their skills, like Ahana is very fond of talking. So I think learning those poems, she's very quick at it. So I think those poems, giving a part to them to learn, or like maybe enacting something, I think that would really help, and I that would help in their personality development also.
Sure. So I am simultaneously noting these down so that I can pass it on to the team and they can work upon this. Nisha ma'am, what about for Ditya? You think that if there was one particular thing that you would want to see in the days or months to come?
Ma'am, I would say show and tell, because I
Okay.
have seen when there were physical classes, you always had show and tell activities for nursery and KG. So I always believe that yes, it has made Athar very confident, because obviously they were on stage and presenting their lines to the entire class. Obviously that will not be the same scenario now, but yes, at the same time, when they are asked that yes, you have to learn 2 3 lines and speak in front of the entire class, I'm sure that will really help in the confidence for the
Right.
kids.
So I think these are mothers of orators talking because they want their children to get more opportunities to talk. I think my mother would do that when I was a child. I love to talk myself. Okay, so summing it all up, of course, there have been challenges, there have been successes, there have been highlights. Uh, all in all, I feel as important stakeholders, we've all become closer. There has been a solid connect that we've got. I know for sure that if the children were coming physically to school, the parents would have dropped the children to school and then not forgotten about them for 4 hours, but really they trust the teachers and they would have left the children at school and then, not worried about them. But right now, since we are all together facing each other every day, I know if I'm in an online class, I get to see you all if I'm in your section. So I think the bond that has the parent and the teacher bond has become stronger, I feel. The child definitely makes that bond with the teacher and the friends. One thing that I feel has reduced is the child physically meeting the teacher for sure and the friends. That is something that the children have really not understood this year, that you get to meet friends. Forget meeting friends,
Ma'am,
they did not see friends.
I think they've got less social because of this.
Right, right. So
And like,
less social, but yes ma'am, please go ahead.
I'm like a child is more comfortable, with certain set of students in the class. Of course, you cannot be comfortable with everybody. So, Inaya, when she used to, it was an obviously on rotational basis, like a class roster kind of a thing was prepared. So when certain set of students used to attend classes with her, she used to be very enlightened and very happy that okay, today they might not be her friends, but she was very much comfortable in attending classes with those set of students. And next week, when the batch changed, she used to become dull. And I was like, Nai, what happened? Nothing, mama. Nothing, mama. Nothing has happened. But as a mother, I could sense that maybe this is one drawback of online, that child is not able to meet her friends and she is not able to talk. Like last month, Inaya's birthday passed by, and she's like, "Mama, whom do we call for my birthday? Which friends do I who call? Like who all do I call for my birthday?" I was like, "Okay, but Mama, I haven't spoken to anyone in the class. Nobody
Anybody?
is my
Oh,
friend." So I was like, no, you'll make friends when you'll go to school.
Nisha ma'am has something for us. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, on this note, also, I would really like to appreciate teachers that what we have noticed in nursery is the teachers are giving them 5 minutes that this is your time, you talk to your friends. So that is really helping them, although because they are not very comfortable with each other because they have not met physically, but yes, still it is like an ice breaking because otherwise they were not at all talking to each other, but now they are
Absolutely.
getting chance to at least know each other, so they are trying to be friends. So that
I
is
think they will become pros at it by this year end of an online class, because then they would actually start calling them, or who knows, they'll be throwing virtual birthday parties. That if this is the way it has to be, then be it. But I am inviting my friends for the birthday. But that's good to know that children are actually, they've adjusted really well. I totally understand that it was a Herculean task right at the beginning. And if parents would ask, how does your nursery child sit in a classroom? And I was so happy telling them, oh, nursery? You're talking about nursery? We have pre nursery children who are adjusted to a class. So I know I had that sense of pride in telling them that come see our class once and you will know more. But that is true actually. Many thanks to everybody who was involved in that classroom. And we really could not have done anything without the support of the parents. Nothing that could have been possible, really. Because but the children would have been with us for 4 hours in a day, and and some more hours with you at home. This time, for the 24 hours, they were with you. And the teacher could not really say that this is my child, because the child did not know the teacher right at the beginning. So it did take a little bit time, and then we all adjusted to the laptop and the pandemic and not going out and everything. Many thanks for being there. And while I do not see much light in the fact that when the children would be coming physically to school, I am very happy believing that even if there has to be this laptop journey for them, then be it, because we are thoroughly enjoying it, and I can see by the smiles on your faces that your girls are also. So
Now,
thank you for. Yes, ma'am.
virtual smileys do help. Like distributing virtual gifts and virtual certificates, virtual applaud, virtual appreciations, and yes, smiley, grab them. So that really helps even online.
In an online, yes, that's true. There has to be some element of motivation for the child to come to the class. It could either be the teacher dressing up in a silly manner, or it could be me doing the book orientation today. It could actually be the some child's birthday in class and everybody singing the birthday song. So there has to be some element of that excitement for the child, I just feel, every day. While we Yes, ma'am. Yes, Achal ma'am.
Ma'am, considering the thing you said about teachers dressing up in a silly manner, I think that's the best part. Kids have been enjoying that part, because last time I just remember the class teacher was the fairy. She was dressed up like a fairy, so they were really happy. Then she was dressed like a doctor, and they were like, "Wow, mama! Now today we'll also act like doctors." And they are like, they keep repeating, enacting everything whatever the teacher did in the class, so everyone in the house knows that yes, today this is the thing they did in the class today, and now she's been enacting it for the last 3 days.
That's
So I
actually
think
very valuable input for me. The teacher must do everything right, because the children will really imitate her at home. So she has to make sure that everything she does on screen is absolutely ethically right, also. But thank you for the feedback. One thing for sure that I have made in my notes is the feedback coming from you all, and also that the meal planner was something that really helped some children. So it could actually be a part of the online class also. We can try it out for a week. If it's not that cumbersome for parents, probably we could continue. But we'll make it simple. We are any which ways trying to make lives easier for all of us. Yes, it has been a smoother transition over the past 6 months, I'll say, at least, because everybody has gotten used to it, and everybody is also reconciled with the fact that we do not see our children going back to school, so we better adjust. So it's like that also. um, Thank you so much for all your precious time, and thank you for being a part of this discussion. We'll surely bring in more areas of conversation where we all can meet up together on the same platform. Thank you so much.
thank
thank you
you.
so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Our pleasure.